Thanksgiving, and then
my 2 meetings.
Exactly, the 2 meetings. Yeah.
My 2 meetings.
Yeah, it's one after the other.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a month basically.
Yeah.
We're on.
Oh, we on? We online? Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning to anyone watching us on YouTube. I think I have this on. Yep, I have this on. So, how is everybody feeling this morning? Good?
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the pretty leaves on the ground.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
It's peaceful.
yeah, it's a nice autumn day. Lots of colors. Yeah. But so today, the topic I choose for today is about tolerance. Like I said, like I choose a topic based on what's going on during the week. And something happened in the week that made me think about, tolerance. Now, tolerance, what is the definition of tolerance?
It's actually very complicated.
Yeah.
Ignoring the pain.
Ignoring the pain. So, yeah. So.
Or the frustration.
Yeah.
Tolerance. What I'm thinking, that's why I'm saying it's got so many faces. I'm thinking being humble. It has to do something with humbleness.
Humbleness.
I'm thinking tolerance more in relationships.
Yeah.
You were thinking more pain, right?
Yeah.
Related.
Well, pain tolerance is a phrase, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference between patience and tolerance?
Both are acts of the will. So that's not so patient. You have to will yourself to be tolerant. But I think the difference for me would be there's probably more turmoil when you're tolerant inside. As you can be patient with a child. Child's not. Adults and frustrated.
Yeah.
That can be frustrating.
Yeah.
In my opinion, tolerance without being involved, but patience requires to give yourself think, to get involved somehow emotionally. Tolerant, I can be tolerant but without getting involved. And I call it, I'll bypass it.
Yeah.
And I say, I'm getting, how do you say? I'm distant from the situation, and I just observe it. But patience is I involve myself. I give myself in the situation.
Yeah.
I'm thinking education.
Yeah, I think patience has a time component to it, right? There's a time component to patience. When you are patient, it means that you are able to wait for things to happen, whereas when you are impatient, you just want it to happen quickly. Yeah. So patience is the ability to tolerate something that is not happening in a timely manner that when you want it to happen. Whereas tolerance, I think tolerance is can involve the time component or cannot, may or may not involve the time component to it. So when you are tolerant, you have the ability to tolerate something that you may not agree with it. Yeah. But if you agree with something, it's not tolerance anymore. Tolerance is the ability to put up with, to endure something that ideally you're not agreeable with. Yeah.
It's more effort and energy from us than tolerance.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Both needs a lot of energy, I think. Yes. And then resilience. Is resilience the same as tolerance and patience?
No, it's a character trait. Being a resilient person is
yeah. I feel that patience and tolerance are part of resilience. Resilience to me is something bigger that contains patience and tolerance in it.
Oh, like the
right?
root.
Yeah. Like when you're resilient, it means that you come out of the bad situation stronger. That's when you are resilient. But to be able to come out of the bad situation stronger, you have to have patience and tolerance.
So in other words, patience, it's more of a born trait, so to speak, because it's true, there are little children that are more patient than others.
Yes.
And you can't tell why. It's in the same family.
Right, yeah.
So
yeah.
I think patience could be some trait that maybe we are genetic or I don't know, inborn.
Yeah.
But like Mr. Hall said, resilience is a character
well, and then
trait.
there's the love aspect of the child, right? So your child is doing whatever, and you're patient with the child. Love the child. You don't always love adults.
Yeah. But I agree with you when you say that resilience is a strong character trait.
Yeah.
Can you be born somehow with resilience? I mean, can you just have like some sort of trait?
Yeah, I think so. Some people are more resilient than others by nature. But, you know, can we? Yeah.
I would also say that some people, I'm thinking about your youth, where you were at, you didn't have a choice but to be resilient.
Right.
You grew up in a communist country.
Just have to live through it, right?
Deal with it.
Yeah.
The less choices you have, the more resilient
you figure it out.
Yeah.
And you know there's no going back. It's always you either stagnate or you go forward.
Yeah. But can we build on what we have? You know, we know that some people are more resilient, more patient, more tolerant than others. Can we build on what we innately have? Can we grow it? I think the answer is we can, and how is the question. How can we build on what we have? Because what we have can be grown stronger, right? We can't just be satisfied with what we have.
Well, I think, of course, you can, Christian or Jew, or I think it's tougher to do it on your own without divine help.
I don't think it's possible without some
Faith helps.
purpose. Going back to purpose. Without purpose, because you're just stuck. I've been there. I know how that feeling is.
Yeah.
No purpose. You have to find it.
Right.
Otherwise, you don't have no motivation to build anything. You're just going like a veggie, like on autopilot. You know how people say you're on autopilot, right?
Yeah.
So purpose.
But here we are at the meditation center, and we practice mindfulness meditation. How do you think mindfulness meditation help us build our patience, our tolerance, and resilience? I think we talked about resilience before, but
well, meditation is kind of like self-help diagnostics.
It's very true.
You can analyze why do I do the things I do, why do I feel the way I positive decisions.
yeah, right. So when we work on our thought process, on our mind, that's when we can train ourselves to be more patient, more tolerant, and more resilient, right? We have to work on our thought process. So being aware of our thoughts, our thinking process, we can, we can have a clear idea of what state of mind we are in. And when we have the awareness of the state of mind that we are in, if it's negative, if it's like impatience or anger or frustration, you can change it. And by repeating that practice, you become more patient and more tolerant. But you really have to work on your thinking process, awareness of your thoughts. Yeah, because the situation that I encountered during the week was when I had to have a conversation with an individual where I can see that she was expressing the frustration and the anger, the frustration. Now, anger and frustration develop as the result of impatience and intolerance, right? When you don't accept certain situation and you're not patient with that situation, and you are not tolerating the situation very well, then these other emotions come in. You get angry, you get frustrated, you may ask the question, why, why does this happen to me?
And doing the wrong thing that you're doing.
Right. So
say it's my way.
Yeah. So when things don't go the way that you want them to go, it's very easy to get into that mindset of frustration, of angry, and of anger, and just feeling bad, right? But then I was telling that person that really who suffers the most out of that, all of those, is us, right? When we feel anger, when we feel frustrated, it's us who suffer first. And yes, yeah. And here we think, mindfulness meditation is a way of reducing suffering backed by research. So if we practice mindfulness meditation, it will make us a more patient, individuals, more tolerant and more understanding, more forgiving. Mindfulness meditation helps us to build up a lot of good traits, but we have to practice it in order to make it, a bigger.
Like a mirror. It's like a mirror, because while I'm, like Mr. Hall said, while I'm meditating, I'm mirroring myself. I'm like, wow, I'm less patient. Look at me, I'm fidgety. I can't stand still. My mind is all over the place. I'm fearful or different.
Right.
So I mirror, and it's so beautiful because then you see where you need to work on, what you need to build, and what you need to clear out and raise up as character.
Yes.
That's why. That's how I see meditation.
Right. And then through practice and through awareness, we can be better, enjoy our life better. I have another situation where one of my patients, she used to come in and crying and feeling frustrated and feeling sad all the time because of the situations that happen around her. And I said to her, you can't have control of what happened. Things happen. Sometimes you don't ask for them, they just happen. It's something that you don't have control about, but you can have control on how you react to the situation and how you nurse yourself through the whole process. And I told that patient, I said, you need more self-love, because you're not loving yourself enough. Because when you put yourself through all of these anger moments and frustration and sadness and all of that, you just make yourself suffer more. Yeah.
Yes, it's a form of control. You have to let go.
Yeah.
You have to learn that this doesn't depend everything on you, but what you can do to change your inner state. The outer state. So many factors, so many people around us that make life as it is.
There's our emotions, our thoughts change our biological states also. Physiological, biological, neurological, psychological. Just like Dr. Emoto is the name of the doctor in Japan who did that experiment on water. Emoto. Yeah, but I did the same recent experiments that I mentioned last week with the roses. I mean, some of them are still standing up straight and not wilting. Yeah.
You respect them.
And I just, talk to them every single day and
their beauty.
Yeah, and say, I thank you for letting me appreciate you and enjoying your beauty. And it really is amazing. I mean, normally they would droop within a few days, let alone a week. Now it's been 2 weeks or a little bit more than 2 weeks. They still, and that's the 26th, October 26th until now. And the roses are still standing up straight,
3 weeks.
Yeah. And I said, oh my God, it's really true. It's really true that even, plants and water have
the same situation with the plant, with a fern, that it almost dried up. Like not almost, it was dried up.
Yeah.
And I just saw only the stem was a bit green. And I said, you know what, I can throw it, or I can just put it in a different position and just start loving that plant and wanting that plant to leave.
Yeah.
I can send you pictures. It's like,
wow.
I think next fall we're all going to go outside and say wonderful things to the trees so the leaves won't fall.
It's just blow the sky. And warm a cloud.
I think it's too late this year.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, today we are going to have half an hour session laying down or sitting up, and we can do a body scan. And after the body scan, you can just focus on your thoughts and see if you can see what your thoughts are doing. And, and like, yes.
Give you feedback about that. It was very...
Yeah. So during the meditation, you can say to yourself things, affirmations, positive affirmations also. And that's the way of, working on your thoughts, your thinking process too. So, yeah. Okay, so let's, assume a comfortable position. I know you like the laying down position. Okay, and then please take a few deep breaths in and out. And you close your eyes if you want to. Just make sure that your in-breath is low and deep. And then your out-breath is longer than your in-breath. Let's just focus on your breaths for now. So you become aware of how you breathe. And start to see if you can experience the breathing process. Experience how you feel as you take deep breath in and how you feel when you exhale all the way out. And you can just say something with gratitude for this breathing. As I fill up my lungs with the air that feed my cells with oxygen, I feel so grateful for this moment that I am alive. In this present moment, you have absolute control and utmost awareness of your breathing. Breathing in, we know we're breathing in. Breathing out, we know we are breathing out. Now just imagine that you are in a place of your dream. For example, for me, I'm imagining sitting on top of the high mountain. Amongst beautiful green tall trees. And I see beams of light from the sun piercing through the leaves and the branches. And I see this beam of warm yellow light reaching the top of my head. And as I take deep breaths in and out, I feel the warmth of the light starting to immerse into myself at the top of my skull. slowly, slowly follow that beam of light that is flowing slowly down the head. This light source is flowing very slowly, as there is no hurry in the world. And as it is flowing down to the forehead, I have this vision of this brightness right in front of my eyes. And it's just so beautiful that I just want to smile at it. And I see this inviting light source calling to me, telling me to open myself up, to take it all in. And as the light goes down to my ears, I imagine seeing the rustle of the leaves on the trees. They themselves also are enjoying taking in the lights. It's as if all the leaves, all the trees, the birds, all the creatures around me are trying to communicate with one another. All of a sudden, what I hear through my ears sound like an orchestra, beautiful music. So beautiful that it makes me want to just rise up, to move and dance with the universe. Now I realize that I'm smelling something beautiful, so fresh, in the space, surrounded by nature. And the light is still slowly flowing down my head. And as the light reaches my lips, I become more aware of the taste on my lips and my tongue. Taste that I normally ignore of the saliva tasting so sweet. In this present moment, I become more aware how precious it is to have the saliva in my mouth. It serves so many purposes. And it protects me, giving me good health. And I pause here for a moment of gratitude for simply tasting the saliva. Now this warm light source is flowing down my neck. It reminds me to let go of the tension. And just be in this present moment. To feel all the life that is going on in every single cell. I can feel this light slowly flowing down my shoulders, trying to sweep away the tensions and the worries. In this present moment, I'm taking a journey to explore myself, led by this light source. I come to the space where my heart is, the left side of the chest. And I become more aware of how my heart is beating in this present moment. The energy that the heart is emitting is so powerful. It is where life is sustained. And I can see the warm, bright light emitting from the heart. And in this present moment, I just want to embrace the heart with all of the gratefulness. And as I take slow steps on this journey, And I look around, I see the pair of lungs that are so healthy. The pair of lungs that help me to detoxify. And to receive oxygen so that it can be delivered to every cell. With each deep and slow breath in and out, we stay in the present moment with the lungs. And we appreciate everything that the lungs do for us. And as the lungs are soaking up this bright yellow warm light, energy source, you can see the tissues of the lungs and the heart become bright red, like they wake up with life. And now as we go along with the light source that is flowing down to the body, we come to see our stomach, the liver, the pancreas, the small intestine, the spleen, the large intestine, the kidneys, and all of the organs that lay in the pelvis space. We also see the long spine stretching from the neck down to the tailbone. And each and every one of these organs are serving us 24 hours a day. And as we take deep breaths in and out, we just want to stay here for a moment to express some gratitude for our organs. And also to make a pledge that we will do everything we can to take care of them, just like they take care of us. We're thankful for our organs that tirelessly working to give us this life that is vibrant and energized. And in this present moment, we just want to nurture, embrace our bodies with love. And now, as we continue on this path, we come to experience the feelings that are present on our body through the skin. We become more aware of what we are feeling through our arms, our trunks, our legs. This light is slowly flowing down our extremities, immersing every single cell with energy. With all of the feelings that we are experiencing right now. It could be warm, it could be a little bit of tingling, or even some burning sensation. We are so appreciative that we are able to feel. The skin that covers our body protects us so much. Without it, we won't be able to feel dangers. And by now, hopefully, you will feel your whole body is very warm. You may feel the heat emitting from your body. We just want to stay here for a few minutes just to savor the experience. We may even feel the overwhelming peacefulness. We are here in the now to just be. Breathing in, we know we're breathing in. Breathing out, we know we're breathing out. Breathing in, return to this present moment. Breathing out, return to this space. Now you can start bringing your attention to your hands and feet. You can move your fingers, move your feet, and slowly open your eyes. And there we finish half an hour. So, yeah. How's it? How are you feeling? Relaxing?
Milk
Yes.
butter.
Milk
That's how I
butter.
feel, like milk butter,
Yeah.
like honey, you know.
Mm. Yeah. So.
Heart rate goes down. Relax.
Yes. Yes. It's very healing. So, well, you can stand up, do a few stretches.
Stay that way all the time.
Yeah.
Even to stress, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Probably 500 years.
Yes, you can prolong your life this way. Yes. You can do your massage or you can stretch, whatever you want. Yeah.
Locked.
Free.
I worked a lot.
Yeah. 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 Oh dear, like this. Let's stretch out the back for a bit. Okay, and we can do a few rounds of walking meditation. Every day, I'm so used to walking fast, rushing from place to place. Yeah. So it's really nice to just slow down, walk slowly, and enjoy our walking.
Slow rhythm.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's go. We know the routine, right? Just step. Practice really teaches us to be patient. whole cycle. All right, so how was your experience today?
I tolerated it.
You tolerated it? Yeah. So this activity is something you don't like, you just tolerate it.
Please, if I could stay that way all the time.
All day long.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's relaxing.
Yes.
I'm imagining that's how life is in a state of like somewhere heaven. You know how people call it bliss, heaven, whatever, you know, it's like all the time.
All the time, yes.
It's good.
Yeah.
There's nothing disturbing.
Right. Yeah. No worries,
Balance.
nothing. Yeah. Just be in the here and now and enjoy.
Be in the here and now.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out where my
Pancreas.
So
telling me
funny.
to scan. I'm like, okay, where is that?
Yeah. So you have the liver lies underneath the right side of your rib cage, right here. So yeah. So you shouldn't really feel the liver below your rib. If you do feel the liver below your rib, that's not a good sign, you know. That's liver enlargement. And then on the left side is your spleen. So they sit underneath, protected by the rib. Yeah. If you can feel the edge of the spleen or the edge of the liver hanging down below your rib, that's not good. The pancreas lays in between, right there. Yeah, right in the middle here.
Learn every day. Every day we learn something new.
Yeah.
I know where my fingers and toes are at.
Extremities, right?
Yeah. But yes, they do so much for us, all of these organs. If they malfunction, we'll be in trouble.
I appreciate very much your visualization with the light because it happened to be my favorite too. And when you were saying about the trees and all that, all I was picturing was the redwoods of California, which you happen to have them sometimes, you know, they pop on the, you know, while we're walking. That's what I was thinking. I had almost like goosebumps, you know, so beautiful it was. And thank you. Do you remember when I thanked for that? I don't know, it just helps a lot. The monitor.
Well, let's just thank Apple TV.
Okay. I wouldn't go that far, but thank you. You know?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I can imagine sitting underneath the bright sun, surrounded by snow, white snow. But then I wouldn't want to sit there because it's too cold.
And, you know, sometimes in the snow it's warm. You know, as long as it's not windy, it's just one still day.
Yes.
Maybe if you're in the
Yes, exactly. Yes. Or it's just one still day. You know, and no wind, no.
Yeah. There's so many beautiful places we could imagine being with and being in. So yes. This morning I was listening to something about patience, and at Harvard they actually did an experiment where they literally made the subject in the study sat and look at the picture for 3 hours. They're not allowed to go anywhere, just sit and look at the picture for 3 hours, and to see how people can develop patience. Yeah.
And did it work?
Yes.
For 3 hours?
For 3 hours. And yeah, but when you are made to sit and tolerate that, nobody wants to sit still for 3 hours staring at the picture that at the beginning they don't even like the picture, let alone the picture that they like. The picture that you like, you can't even just sit there and stare at it for 3 hours. But this was a real study. But through all the experience, it trains the body and the mind to work through that. How are they going to work through that, the experience that they don't like, and develop the tolerance and the patience for it. And yeah, it's funny, but yes.
I was little, it's one of my biggest flaws. I am aware of that.
Yeah.
It's, and like we talk, it's hard, you acknowledge it, but if you don't sit still and find therapeutic ways to work, to so to speak, unblock or improve it.
Yes.
You always acknowledge it, but you never work on it. And so meditation helps very much, because I realize how fidgety I am when we are doing 30 minutes. But and it's not necessarily the mind, it's the body that moves.
Yeah.
So regarding to what you just said, I'm like 3 hours. Imagine if you manage to do that, it improves your patience and capacity of staying still and
I think I doze off.
But that's also patience, right?
Yeah. But it teaches you that, that experience teaches you to develop the tolerance and patience for situations that you don't like. But impatience and intolerance affect our relationship tremendously. Just imagine how often relationships are being affected by impatience and intolerance. People get angry with each other. Oh, why have you been? Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Exactly. We don't have to imagine. Like I said, it's one of my biggest flaws since I remember myself.
We
I'm
all have it.
Impatient. Fast. I'm unilateral. Like I have like horse.
Yes.
How do you say horse?
Blinders.
Yeah, blinders.
Right.
And that's also a lack of patience, because if you stay still and you look at this face of the diamond and you analyze this face and this face, then you improve, but you need patience for that.
Right.
If you don't have it, you just go with one idea.
Yeah.
And I'm very guilty of that in my life.
But yes, it affects relationships.
Yes, and it affects relationships, and then we wonder why.
Yeah, especially with our loved ones, children, spouses, and close so on. Friends. Yeah, close friends and.
So I think another part of this is that you have to have patience and tolerance.
When you're tired, you cannot, it affects you in many ways. So that's why we have to take care of ourselves, we can practice, but lack of sleep or lack of food, even when you're hungry, you don't have glucose, you don't have food energy, then your brain doesn't work so well, and then you can't focus, and then you can't be tolerant.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Interested.
Yeah.
not
Right. Yeah.
think processes correctly.
Yeah.
in the brain.
Yeah. Yeah. So with this, I just want to conclude the session by saying that, I would encourage everybody, including myself, to practice tolerance and patience to improve ourselves and improve the life of others around us. And the sun is coming out, so it's going to be a beautiful afternoon. I hope everybody is
warm one
in.
too.
Yes, yeah. Today the high is in the 70s.
73. I'm just
Yeah.
looking right now. 73
Right.
right now.
Yeah. So please enjoy the weekend. Yeah, and have the most most beautiful, peaceful weekend, and take care of yourself. Namaste. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.